What's going on, YouTube? JT's Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in this video, we're going to be talking about Teen Titans issue number 15, aka Supersons of Tomorrow, part 3. This is part 3 of a 5-part story arc, which is a crossover between Superman, Teen Titans, and Super Sons. So this is the third part of it. This is the Teen Titans book tie-in, which is why I'm covering every issue of Teen Titans Rebirth, all the crossovers leading up to the final issue, which is supposed to drop on November 17th. So the final issue is coming up. It's not next week, but it's the following week, and my goal is to cover every single issue, every single crossover. And then I was also going to do Justice League No Justice, since that's kind of the end of that team in general. And then the special, which I never covered, and then that'll be it. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about part 3 of this thing. So this one picks up right where the last one left off. As you know, Titans Tower was kind of in chaos. They teased the Titans of Tomorrow showing up, which was Connor, Cassie, and Bart. And yeah, so this issue picks up. Let's go do our summation. We'll talk about the best aspects of this issue. So this one was written by Tomasi and Gleason, two fantastic writers. Jimenez and a couple other people were on the art style for this thing. So right away you can see the Titans are all down. Superboy's like trapped in the water somewhere. Tim Drake of Tomorrow was basically talking about how his emotions led him to get the best of it, and he's got to try and fix this mess. So Damian's tracking all the vitals, sees the Titans are okay, and he goes immediately looking for Superboy, while Tim Drake goes into the tower to kind of build himself a new suit. Damian gets John out of there and gets him out of sight, because that's his top concern, is the protection of his best friend. And Tim Drake decides to don a new mantle known as Savior. And I gotta admit, I really like the suit. I mean, Tim Drake has so many different code names and things, but also he built this suit rather fast, mind you, despite all the chaos that happened. But I kind of like the design of the suit. I like the cloak. I like the look of it all. Why can't Tim get a cool suit like this more often? But anyways, so John is terrified of what happened. Damian asks him if he's okay, and he doesn't feel right. He's like, all right, just relax. Damian's remaining calm. He's like, listen, John definitely has some self-doubts about himself. And Damian's just like, I checked the Titans' vitals. They're okay. You didn't kill anybody. It's going to be fine. Don't worry. What happened wasn't your faults. And we're going to get to the bottom of this. He's like, Damian is concerned, though, because he knows how intelligent Tim Drake is. Like, but even though this is not the Tim Drake he knows, this is one from the future, he's like, we got to be on the lookout for this thing. And John is really concerned. He's like, I don't want to be responsible for killing all these innocent people, and that, like, maybe something could happen. John is terrified of what his powers could mean, and, like, he's fearful of the things. But Damian, what I love about this issue here, he's just like, I won't let that happen. I'm going to keep you safe, and we'll figure this out. Thanks, Damian. Friends help each other, right? I thought we were just partners. Shut up, John. So even then, like, in the middle of their like having a good moment here, is just like, you know what, shut up. Don't ruin the moment. So I like stuff like that. Elsewhere, Bart, Connor, and Cassie are in the future. They're trying to locate Tim, and they need a blip on the time stream in order to kind of go back through and latch onto his location. That's all you really need to know about that. And elsewhere, Damian had left a note for the Titans, like, all right, check the whole thing. He left a note. He's like, give me some time to work things out. I have to get him out of here for safe. Then Tim Drake shows up. The Titans don't immediately start fighting him, mostly because Raven has a connection with him, just like they were. So, Timothy, you'd holster your weapon. He tries to say, look, I'm not the bad guy, you guys. Look at just a fraction of John's power in there. From now on, call you he's like, call me Savior from now on, I guess. Look at that. See, I'm not the bad guy. Look what happened here. You saw the danger of that too. But Aqualad is quick to point out, look, where I was standing, you were the one doing the pushing. And he's just like, you all saw it. You saw how dangerous this is. We have to stop him at all costs. Even Robin still tries to keep Super away from you. And Starfire is there to be smart in that. It's like, listen, he kept him from you. You just tried to kill him, and you almost killed everyone there. Tim Drake's terrified of the future world, and the dangers that happen because of what happens in the future. He's terrified of what will happen. So, define do. And basically, he says, listen, we have to terminate Superboy. And there's like, we can't do that. He's like, we have to kill Superboy, and if Damian gets in the way, we kill him too. Now, that should immediately be a bunch of red flags. The Titans do not kill. And Beast Boy's like, listen, there's no killing anybody. But, you know, he's inclined to believe Tim Drake because he knows him. He's like, we saw what happened there. Let's just talk this whole thing out. Let's sort this thing out. Raven's just like if we depower and contain him and help him, those are the only way. Well, that's the only way we're going to help you under any circumstance. And they probably should apprehend him. He did just try to murder the entire team. I kind of have gripes with the way Raven is written here a little bit, because I'm like, hey, he just did try to kill him. I wouldn't trust this guy, even though you do have like a connection with the Tim of your time. This is a different one, so I don't know. I just kind of had issues a bit with the way Raven was here. But anyways, so basically Starfire's like, we got to give Robin time. You're all blinded. Her and Beast Boy are a little blinded by their time spent with Tim, so we should just give Robin time to sort things out. He'll contact us in time. Let's just stay put and make sure everything's okay. Then stuff happens with the time stream, hyper time trying to pull Tim back. Even causes him to lose his hand. And then Raven ultimately is like, okay, we're going to try, kind of agrees to go with him and Beast Boy, setting up kind of a telepathic spell so the others don't follow, and, leaves them kind of blind. And so they're going to try and find Superboy. But Aqualad's like, listen, they went in the water. I'm able to track down their energy signature or whatever it is. Yada, yada, yada. Issue ends. They're gonna go. They got a trail to go and find them. So that's Teen Titans issue 15 in general. But let's talk about the things I love. First off, the art style is really good. Again, Jorge Jimenez. Every time that man is on art, you're just not gonna get something bad. It's always delivering. But I really like the art style in this issue. Other things I really liked, I liked the fact that Damian was going out of his... It showed a maturity to his character. It showed how much he cares for his best friend. And it showed that he's willing to just go to endless lengths to protect him. And he's being mature, and he's being the calm one about this one. This is the type of character progression I love to see. This is a good issue that really kind of showcased their strong friendship and really helped develop it even further. You could see the lengths he's willing to go to protect his friend, even from like his other friends. Look, I'm going to get you out of here. You're going to be safe. I won't let anything happen to you. This is good. This is good character growth here. And even then, they still managed to throw in a little bit of their witty banters in there. I thought we were just friends help each other, right? I thought we were just partners. Shut up, John. So they still have a bit of that fun in there, which is a nice moment of levity. Other stuff going on here. The stuff with the Titans of Tomorrow, I'm like, I'm okay with. I understand why they come to the story, but it's kind of a minuscule thing. The stuff I kind of have little gripes with here and there is just kind of the way Raven acts in the situation. It's like, this man, I understand your connection with Tim Drake, but this man did just kind of come out of nowhere and nearly get you all killed. I probably wouldn't trust this guy, especially after that. I know you still have that link with him, but I get like, okay, look, you're here, you want to kill, like, that's uncalled for, we're not going to do that. But at the same time, it's like, I probably would kind of keep this guy restrained. I mean, especially after all the stuff he did and all the stuff he tried to do. He's probably a little unstable. I wouldn't really want to work with this guy. I'd apprehend him and also have somebody simultaneously go and try and track down Superboy, and that to make sure everything's okay. Because the way Tim Drake's been acting here, it's a little fishy. So I don't like the fact that her and Beast Boy just went off with him just because it's a future version of somebody they're already close with. Because this is a different timeline Tim Drake than the one. Because even this future Tim Drake fought the present Tim Drake and all that other stuff. So I didn't really like that as much. I felt like it kind of put Raven and Beast Boy in kind of a bad light. But other than that, I do think this is a strong issue. It's a good showing from Starfire and Aqualad. Kid Flash is fine too, but he didn't really have as much to do in this particular issue. But overall consensus, I did like this thing. I like Tim Drake's new outfit right here. I know this is kind of like a villainous thing, but I like the look of it. I think it looks really cool. But yeah, so those are my thoughts on Teen Titans issue number 15, which is part 3 of the Supersons of Tomorrow crossover. What did you all think of it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Be sure to hit that bell for notifications, like this video, share it with everyone, and be sure to come back next time as we talk about part 4, which is the Superman issue. What is it? Superman 38 or whatever. And as always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.